To establish the what and the why, we're starting off with the Climate Guide 101, a living guide developed specifically for game developers to contextualize the climate crisis, concretely defining the business, policy, and social environmental justice case for immediate action. We hope that this resource can help us lay the groundwork for climate action, what it is, why it matters to us, and what we can do about it. Once we've established the what and the why, we'll work on establishing the how. The industry benchmarking workstream will be focused on an analysis and pilots of carbon calculators and best practices. This will also be in support of the benchmarking efforts established by the UN Playing for the Planet Alliance. There's no one-size-fits-all solution for reducing carbon footprints, and we all need the ability to define what works for us on our terms. So in this workstream, we'll work to establish a baseline for what good looks like for individuals and teams of various sizes and capacities. Taken a step further, we hope to make these tools more accessible, especially for developers who are new to doing this. It's both critical and powerful to know that climate action will require more than just optimizing your energy consumption. It'll require a different kind of mindfulness and awareness, longer-term behavioral change that can help us as a human race be more resilient to future environmental threats. The Game Design Patterns database will be focused on exploring all the ways that games can make a real difference in the world, from educating players on climate solutions to telling really inspiring stories from future worlds where humanity has regained balance with, and adoration for, the weave of life that surrounds us. We are crowdsourcing learnings from different games and interactive experiences already in the market that grapple with the planetary crisis in both simple and profound ways, all of which will be pooled in an accessible database, a creative treasure trove where we hope that any developer would be able to come and find something that they can do with their next or current game to affect change, all of which will be backed or informed by science. It's important to note that this work will also have a ripple effect on the other problems our world faces today. Climate change is connected to so many other crises: biodiversity loss, soil erosion, to social impact like racism, sexism, and economic inequality. Making games that address one crisis opens the door for all of us to help address more of them, separately or many at the same time. With the first 3 workstreams, we focused on establishing what the climate crisis is, why our industry needs to matter, and some ways in which we can think about designing solutions. The last workstream is really focused on helping developers activate that work. The Climate Council Support Workstream will be focused on a living best practices guide, pilot program, and peer support for game developers looking to successfully advocate for climate action on their own teams or their companies. Now, in many ways, game developers are already well-trained in sustainable thinking. Programmers know how to optimize their code to run more efficiently, and designers know how to create complex systems that don't spin out of control even after hours and hours of play. We all understand the value of working together to hack away at an overwhelmingly large problem and deliver the impossible. Still, sustainability itself is separated from much of our development and business operations. It often takes the form of side projects taken on by individuals who are passionate enough to act, but have to advocate uphill for visibility and resources. This can also be exacerbated by the absence of diversity, true value lost due to the absence of safe spaces for women and people of color, populations most marginalized by the climate crisis. We need an opportunity to build support so that they can too share their leadership and experience. This last SIG workstream is working to get sustainability embedded, establishing climate councils and game studios of all shapes and sizes, forming an industry-wide network of climate advocacy to ensure our learnings reach far and wide. We're working to engage our first pilots in 2021, hopefully at your workplace.